Among the many warriors and heroes of Germanic and Norse mythology, few figures are as enigmatic and enduring as Dietrich of Bern. A legendary hero whose tales span multiple traditions, he is a character rooted in history, myth, and folklore. Known for his incredible strength, his battles against dragons and giants, and his long exile, Dietrich's story intertwines with themes of fate, loyalty, and redemption. Though his legend is most prominent in medieval Germanic tales, his presence in Norse sagas, particularly in the Thidrekssaga, cements his place within the mythological traditions of the North. Dietrich's character is closely associated with Theodoric the Great, the historical Ostrogothic king who ruled Italy in the late 5th and early 6th centuries. However, his mythological counterpart transcends history, becoming a larger-than-life hero whose adventures parallel those of great figures like Sigurd and Beowulf. In legend, Dietrich is not merely a king, but a warrior of unmatched prowess, a slayer of monstrous foes, and a tragic figure forced into exile. One of the most defining aspects of Dietrich's legend is his exile. Betrayed by his uncle Ermanaric, a ruthless and treacherous ruler, Dietrich is forced to flee his homeland of Bern, modern-day Verona. Seeking refuge at the court of Attila the Hun, he becomes a vassal of the warlord, biding his time as he gathers strength and allies to reclaim his throne. This period of exile is not just a test of survival, but a crucial chapter in his development as a hero, showing his resilience, wisdom, and unwavering commitment to justice. Throughout his journeys, Dietrich encounters and battles some of the most fearsome creatures in Germanic and Norse myth. He slays dragons, fights giants, and overcomes supernatural adversaries, proving his worth as one of the greatest warriors of legend. His victories are not merely demonstrations of strength, but tests of his character, each battle forging him into a hero destined for greatness. Despite his prowess in combat, Dietrich is often portrayed as a deeply tragic figure. Unlike other heroes who revel in their conquests, he is marked by sorrow and a sense of duty. His exile weighs heavily upon him, and his battles are not driven by personal glory, but by a longing for justice and the restoration of his lost kingdom. This sets him apart from more impulsive heroes like Sigurd or Thor, giving his character a depth that resonates through the sagas. In the Thidrekssaga, a Norse saga written in the 13th century, Dietrich's legend is recounted in rich detail. The saga, which blends historical and mythological elements, portrays him as a warrior king whose life is shaped by fate and conflict. Unlike other Norse heroes who are tied to the gods and divine intervention, Dietrich's struggles are rooted in the mortal realm, emphasizing the human aspects of his journey. He is not driven by prophecy or divine favor, but by his own willpower, making his legend all the more compelling. Dietrich's association with Attila the Hun further cements his place within a complex historical mythological framework. In some versions of the legend, he is depicted as Attila's champion, leading campaigns and waging war on his behalf. Yet, despite their alliance, Dietrich remains independent, never fully embracing the role of a mere servant. His loyalty is to his own people and his lost kingdom, and his time in exile only fuels his determination to reclaim what was taken from him. One of the most tragic elements of Dietrich's story is his final fate. In some traditions, he ultimately regains his throne, but at a great cost, losing many of his closest friends and warriors in the process. Other versions suggest that he meets an even darker end, wandering the world as a doomed figure, forever seeking redemption, but never finding true peace. This melancholic conclusion adds a layer of depth to his character, reinforcing the idea that even the greatest of heroes cannot escape the weight of destiny. Dietrich of Bern's legend remains one of the most fascinating and complex in Norse and Germanic mythology. Unlike the purely mythological gods and demigods of the Norse pantheon, his story blends history, folklore, and heroic tradition into a single, compelling narrative. His exile, his battles, and his undying sense of duty make him a figure of both immense strength and deep sorrow, a hero who embodies the ideals of perseverance and justice. Even today, Dietrich's legacy lives on in literature, historical studies, and modern retellings of Germanic and Norse myths. He stands as a testament to the power of storytelling, proving that legends, no matter how old, continue to inspire and captivate those who hear them. His story is one of struggle, resilience, and ultimately the search for justice, a theme as relevant today as it was in the age of the sagas.